We're driving to church. I bought this camera at a tag sale for like $3. I remember distinctly when it was the most up-to-date technology. And when I first met my kid's father, we were shopping in the mall and he wanted to get me some Christmas presents, and he wanted me to choose the presents. Now, I felt kind of uncomfortable with this because, you know, traditionally you get each other presents that they're a surprise. And he said, well, he doesn't have too much money, we just started dating, and rather than get me something that he knew, you know, he didn't know if I would like it or if it would just sit there on the shelf, he wanted to get me something that I would definitely like and use. So I was like, well, I love taking pictures, we can get a camera, one of those new digital ones that takes photos and videos and every other kind of thing, right? So we went shopping, and I think it was like $175. Now, I was in my 20s, early 20s. I worked in a store, in the mall, and this is a very heavy chunk of change. Like, I didn't ever spend anything, hardly ever, that amount of money except on like rent, and even like utility bills didn't come up that much, and it was a huge, huge deal. And you know, we took some pictures together in the beginning of our relationship, and we were so happy. And we had taken lots of pictures and home videos when our kids were young, and it was quite a magical time. But as things, you know, went on, we started fighting more and more, and the fights got physical, and then I moved out, and then we had over 13 years of child custody case, social services hell, going back and forth to lawyers and social workers and court dates and appointments, and it seemed like these things were all over the sea, all freaking over the sea. And one time we had like a court case in Middletown and Bridgeport and Milford and all of these things simultaneously, and it's like, it's very much couched in the language of for the good of the children, but by the time you realize all it's doing is separating you from your money, separating you from money that would have been for the kids' college educations, if there wasn't real physical safety issues that we had, it was just a very painful, very sad time. So that's why it's on a Saturday night, and I'm going to church instead of out to a social event, because it's just very sad and very painful. And then you start to think about things, how they affect, you know, life, the universe, and everything. And, you know, you're like, well, did I make the best choices that I could at the time? I hope I did. I always